End of season questions.
How does it feel?
Oh, God, that's a good question.
Exhausting. How does it feel to you guys watching?
I cannot believe we're at the end of season 4. It is just, it's mind-blowing.
It's been, I think, a really great season and a lot of work. Yeah, but it went.
And action.
This picks up pretty soon right into the finale where Penny has to make a really difficult choice and call upon the binder.
The binder needed direction. Initiate her long and arduous journey to full goddesshood, or revert her body to that of a mere human.
I think it's a reluctant responsibility. I don't think that Penny feels like it's his responsibility at all because he knows it's not his job to save her. But he's put in a position to where someone has to make the decision, and it kind of just falls on him. And I think that is something that he struggles with, and it's something that they struggle with as a, you know, whatever their relationship is, the two of them struggle with in this episode.
You just stay here and let me be pissed at you.
I can do that.
And cut. Nailed it. Got it, guys.
In this scene, our heroes have come to the mirror world to try to get rid of these monster bottles while they can. And just as they are in the middle of getting this done with both of these bottles, Everett catches up to them.
3, 2, 1, action.
There's basically a giant board on set with all of the storyboards. The entire act had to be storyboarded, and Chris Fisher, our director, is crossing off the shots as we get them done. There's a special playback for the slow motion because there's a lot of slow motion today, and it's really fun to watch. It's really fun for me to watch, although I was standing next to Jason Ralph, and he was like, I cannot watch myself in slow motion like this. This is too much information.
There are several moments in the slow-mo where I look like an action hero. And then there are a couple more where I look like a boneless, just hunk of meat, just kind of like that someone just like tossed through the air.
So we're shooting that scene. It's very technical, and it involves using this camera called the Phantom camera that shoots up to 1,000 frames per second. So it means we're going super, super slow motion, which should heighten the drama.
What did you do?
Minor mending.
Give it to me!
In the finale, what I'm most excited for fans to see is really the culmination of these friends that have formed this deep bond through both real world and magic, and this incredible sacrifice that they all put forth to save magic and save their friend. And then when Quentin sacrifices himself, I mean, he's the hero, you know? We've all grown up with Quentin in the books and in the show, and oh my God, I feel like I'm gonna cry.
I mean, this is kind of like the most emotional. I mean, other than Alice's father's death, losing Quentin, he means the most to her. So this is just devastating, and we actually shot the scene, the end of this sequence first, so I had to shoot the emotional crying, breaking down part a few days ago, and now we're filming what I witnessed, so.
Yeah, I've requested that we reshoot that because I just thought maybe you could bring a little bit more to it.
Be a little bit sadder about your death?
Yeah, a little more
I don't know
broken
if
up
it's
about
possible. I don't have a voice left. The finale is tragic the whole time. I mean, what happens in the last few episodes between Quentin and Alice getting back together and that getting ripped away, and Quentin finally finding out his purpose with magic. And then I think that is really tragic, that is the one thing that ends you, basically, and saves everybody else.
Take her, do it, now. In some ways, do you think maybe it's your fault?
Okay, last year, things were my fault. This year, no. Why is it my fault?
Well, you made me, just like recently, you made me practice the minor mending spell. I didn't really want to, and you kind of forced me into it. And so it was like really recent and like at the top of my mind because of that. And so maybe it was just like my instinct to do that because it was, I guess if you think about it, really, when you look at the episodes, it was the last spell that I did.
He's gonna blame me for everything, even when he's dead.
I can see we're gonna need the deluxe package, which it's okay. No surprise. Let's go. It's just kind of this beautiful, you know, Ghost of Christmas Past kind of vibe when Penny 40 takes him back to watch them grieve, watch them mourn.
Let's see.
The campfire.
Oh.
That was so, everyone was dialed in. And it was everyone that was in the pilot.
Everyone that was in the pilot, we were sitting around this campfire.
Quentin's dad.
Quentin, has left us, and we are saying goodbye. And I'm even getting
Emotional. Everyone was emotional.
Yeah.
We all got there. Everyone was crying. And it was almost like very metaphoric, and everyone was sort of mourning this loss, and it was really beautiful.
Really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
Quentin's death is symbolic of sort of the end of the potential for true love in a kind of a big way. It's a tremendous loss for Elliot and a tremendous setback in terms of his heart and the kind of love that he was getting ready to embrace.
Quentin made such a sacrifice for the greater good. And I think for Margot, when you see her at the funeral, to me, it was a quiet respect.
It was heartbreaking. It was absolutely heart-wrenching to think about the past 4 years and the love that's been built not only between Alice and Quentin, but between Quentin and the entire crew. It was heart-wrenching in so many ways because it also felt like an end of an era to lose Quentin.
Are they gonna be okay?
I have no idea what is next for Julia. I can't even begin to guess because I feel like it'll be entirely and completely wrong.
Anyone who really knows me knows that I'll do anything if I love you.
I think it means a great deal to have Josh back for Margot and not be a fish.
Margot and Josh's relationship, I hope it's gonna grow. It might blossom into something amazing. We're gonna have to tune in and find out next season because we're out of episodes.
Fillory is anyone's guess at this point. I know they're dropping us into the future.
My observation of the final scene in which it's revealed we're 300 years in the future is it seems similarly archaic. There's a dark king in power. The people we speak to have a feeling of being scared and oppressed.
I have been like harassing the writers every single time they visit set because I have no idea what's gonna happen with Fillory. I know Ben and Josh have been like overthrown and now there's a dark king and I have no idea. I just really hope I'm still alive next season.
And we cut, thank you. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap on season 4 of The Magicians.
That's a wrap!